welcome. I'm Kim Duramo. I'm going to share some EFT tapping with you, and I just had two amazing, really profound client sessions, and both of them, as well as myself, are really dealing with kind of that struggle between like the old self and the true self. And it came out really beautiful. I drew a little diagram in the second session here, what the old self is struggling with and what the true self knows, and how we have to let go of fear in order to really step into that level of serenity and that level of receivership and that level of abundance and ease and letting things be created for us. So I'm going to share a little of this, like what the old self is holding and what the true self knows. And we're going to do a little bit of EFT tapping, because right now is starting the Tapping World Summit, which is my friends Nick Ortner and Jessica Ortner, and actually their whole family, Alex, Martin, like the whole family is involved in creating this, and they're doing such amazing work. So every year I've participated in that as a speaker, but I've really emphatically shared that summit because I've gained so much from tapping in my life. I use it in my work, and I think this is a great resource for so many people who it's like a tangible way to take care of your human, take care of your system, and let that upgrading happen to new understanding and new consciousness and release of symptoms and release of disease and physical, emotional, mental, whatever. So I always love sharing the Tapping World Summit. In fact, it's in my bio. If you swipe up on this video, you'll have access to the link to join. It's free, and you can purchase the set as well for your library, which I always recommend because it's so well done and so powerful. Okay, so the physical, like old self, only knows itself as physical, right? We are emerging into energy. We are pure vibration. Our consciousness is kind of more and more shifting to I am the infinite self, but we kind of identify with the small self. I'm limited, I'm lacking, I'm separate, I'm not enough. And then all the programmings, I've got to do this, I've got to make it happen, I've got to work hard, control, I got to keep it together, stay in control. All these things create, massive amounts of inflammation and disease on every level. And for this particular woman in her business, she's very intuitive. She's doing amazing work, but it was like, I got to do this, I got to do that. And it was like this kind of drive, but it was discord. She knew like, oh, this is overwhelming me. And so, and then if things would go wrong, she would look for like where to put the blame. Oh, it's because of this, or it's because I did that, or this person did this. Because that's all coming back to a sense of where's my control? Okay, the true self knows I am pure energy. I am consciousness. I am a creator, right? All things are being created, the greatest things I could ever want, when I stay in my ease, when I stay in my alignment. The true self knows it does get done. It does get done because the self, the system, the technology you're in is creative, is a manifestation machine. So if I'm just putting the light in the lighthouse, bringing presence here into the body, which we'll do with the tapping in just a minute, things manifest to a much, much higher degree. You don't have to work hard to make things happen. You allow things to happen. The true self can invite and intend. There's no attachment, right? The old self, I gotta have it this way. There's attachment, there's working, there's expectation. It's all like contracted. And the true self, I invite, I intend, I allow. And when the going gets tough, I find courage. I find compassion. I open. And so I gave her a tool, which was the instant elevation tool, which if you heard me share before, you probably heard about that. But you come into your awareness. So we'll do this now. Come into your awareness, right? You can only break free from the old self, the limited self, when you become aware. Okay, so the instant elevation has 3 parts: aware, breathe, choose. So the first part is the most important. Wow, I'm aware I'm really struggling right now. I'm aware I'm not feeling ease. I'm feeling, maybe you don't even have a word for it. but somehow like, I feel contracted. I feel, no bueno. I don't feel free. Whatever. You don't have to have a specific, but where am I? So 1 to 10 is a great way to do that. 10 is like, I feel amazing. I'm in joy. And 1 is like, oh my gosh, get me off the planet now. I am suffering. So you may not have words or a lot of awareness of like, where am I residing? For me, and it was funny because both of these client sessions, it's such a, like, we are all so connected. And it's an honor to do this work because it was everything that was coming up for me that we moved in these sessions. Like any last remnants of my being that still feels separate, not whole, not enough, lacking. And then it feels like for me in my belly, there's like, like I got to get somewhere. I've got to do something. So not serenity, right? It's not like, bliss. It's something else. Maybe you don't have words for it, but on a scale of 1 to 10, now with tapping, they use the scale the opposite way, but in my awareness practice, 10 is like, ding, ding, ding. I am alive. I am aligned. I feel free. I feel joy. I'm in harmony. And 1 is the opposite of that. So that's our check-in first, is like, where are you resonating there? And take a few deep breaths, tune in. Now, in the aware part of the equation, which again is the most important part, you've got to begin feeling things more, which for the mind is like, no, it's getting worse. I don't want to feel these things. But to actually heal, you've got to let stuff come up to awareness. You've got to let stuff open, because an open, receptive system lets in light, lets in healing, lets in vitality, and literally can heal any disease known to man. So that is the first piece. So tuning in, where am I resonating? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, breathe, notice, connect. This is the most important thing you will possibly do for the entire day. So pause, check in, take a moment to actually bring your awareness into your human, into your body, into your system, and breathe. So for me right now, I would say I'm around a 5, maybe a 4. Certainly for the morning, it was around a 4. And it's maybe a little higher right now because I always feel really alive when I'm sharing. So we just noticed that. Now, there is nothing wrong, right? Because you're like, oh no, I want it to be higher. Why is it so bad? What's wrong with me? Love that you're a 4. Love that you're noticing you're a 4, right? I'm resonating at a 4 out of 10, and I love it. That is grace. That actually lets everything transmute. Everything. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so the second step is breathing. Got to breathe into what you're feeling as you're feeling, how you're feeling. Let the shoulders relax, let the belly relax, let the breath go deeper. And all you're going to do is make a conscious choice. What would it take for me to be at peace with where I am, how I am now? Because this is the thing that actually lets all the energy transmute, to dissolve, to let you be more free. And then we're going to begin tapping. Now, interestingly, for tapping, they do the scale in a different way. You'll feel what's the intensity of what's coming up for me right now. I do it a little different, but you basically start tapping on the outer edge of the hand. You notice like whatever, if it's anxiety, if it's, oh, I just can't let go and I don't feel free. So we're going to specifically tap on this, right? Moving from the old self, separate, limited. I'm only physical. I'm lacking, to the true self. I am infinitely resourced. I am infinitely powerful. I am infinitely created. Jojo is saying I need to get divorced. Yep. Many people in that boat, actually. In my life too, there's one on each side of the family right now. So that's okay. All right. So will you feel into whatever that is? So it's not just like, I need to get divorced. It's, I need to get divorced and I don't know what to do. I need to get divorced and I think it's going to be hard. Or I need to get divorced. I'm afraid my life won't work anymore. You know, there's always more going on that's actually causing the discord versus like, I need to get divorced. Okay, let's hire a lawyer, let's do the thing, I'm moving forward, I feel free. That's not usually what's, that's not going to be a problem, right? What's coming up that's actually creating a problem? I need to get divorced and I feel powerless. I don't know what to do. So there's always something underneath it. So now it's a different 1 to 10, how they'll scale that. Like 10 is 10 out of 10 severe anxiety, 10 out of 10 severe, discord, 10 out of 10 pain in my body, 10 out of 10, or whatever the level is. If it's a 1, you're like not barely even noticing it at all. So breathe in and grab onto something that feels like a 6 or above, like what's coming up, what's the intensity in your life. For me, it was like engaging in my day because we had a few days off. We skied, we had a great weekend, we were with friends, and then Monday I spent time with the kids. And usually I'll do some work, but yesterday I just spent a lot of time with the kids and it felt amazing. So I realized today I'm coming back into like my work. I haven't been at my computer, and there was this like speeding up feeling that wasn't fluid. And I thought, okay, wait, anyways, I'm taking the old energy into my new life. Let's release this, right? The true self knows, be anxious for nothing. We do not work hard at our lives. In fact, the more we work in ease, the more abundance manifests 100% of the time. So for me, that's where the discord was coming, and I felt it like all right around. I still feel it right around my solar plexus. So we're going to tap for this right now, moving from the old self, fear, control, separation, into the true self. So have a few deep breaths. Feel what you feel, and we're going to start tapping on the karate chop point, the outer edge of the hand. Either side will do. Inhaling and exhaling, noticing what you notice. And then you'll repeat out loud after me. You can say it out loud or to yourself if you're like in public and you don't want to do that. That's absolutely fine. So you're going to say, even though there is anxiety in my body, I choose to be at peace now. Even though I do not feel at ease with myself or my life. I choose to presence what's arising now. Even though so much is coming up and I'm not at ease, I choose to open to a whole new way. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, for those of you listening to the recording later, sometimes when just doing this brings up a lot, don't make it wrong that things are coming up. It's okay that things are coming up. You actually want this stuff to come up. Better out than in. So sometimes I've also heard people say, I can't accept myself fully. So you can just say, what would it take for me to be at peace? What would it take for me to embrace this? And that's enough. Now we're going to go to the inner eye point. All the ways I am not at ease. You're just clearing the acupuncture meridians and making space for something new. Okay, so just acknowledging what's here. Outer eye, I feel anxious or afraid. Under the eye, trying to control my life, control my work, control people. Thank you for the hearts. Under the nose, all the ways I am contracted, not free. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Your body knows how to heal. Your body knows how to release this. You're just calling it out. On the chin, all the ways I am suffering. I am struggling. I'm fighting my life. Just acknowledging it. All you're doing. Awareness is the medicine. Under the collarbone. All the ways I'm scared. I'm not okay. I don't feel okay. Right, under the collarbone, just tapping this general area. And then under the arm, one or both, doesn't matter. Witnessing what's happening in my body. Say it out loud, say it to yourself. Witnessing what's happening in my body. Top of the head. What if it's okay to witness what's happening in my body? We're going to do one more round. Inner eye, all the ways it's too much. Outer eye, I can't stand this. I can't take it anymore. Right? You're just giving voice to the one inside. Okay, this isn't truth. It's just stuff that's in there. Under the eye. Inhaling, exhaling. Living disconnected, lacking, fearful. Under the nose. It's been so hard to live this way. On the chin. The idea, I have to hold it all together. I have to keep going. Under the collarbone. All these ideas I've held, consciously or unconsciously. Under the arm that are kicking my butt right now. Breathe as fully as you can. Top of the head. It's okay for me to just acknowledge this. Even if it's not okay. Even if it's not okay to acknowledge this. So let's tap on that. All the things inside me that say, it's not okay. That say, I have to hold it together. Everything that says, I have to keep fighting. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. Let it go. Now check your number. Your number, mine is, I feel a lot lighter. But your number of intensity, like the second number we did, may have gone down and you feel lighter. You're like, I don't really notice all that stress anymore. May have gone up and you're like, whoa, I took the cover off now. And now I'm really feeling what's in there. May have stayed the same. Doesn't matter, okay? Information, awareness is the medicine. Will you receive that information? Or are you like, oh no, what do I do? Making it wrong. Just notice. It's all you're going to do is notice. That alone will allow a dissolution. Okay, so breathing in, breathing out. We're going to do a little bit more. Hello, beautiful metamorphic mind. And thank you, everybody, for the wishes, the well wishes. All right, we're going to do a little bit more. So inner eye, noticing what I feel inside. Outer eye, that all feels like too much. Under the eye, where I feel incapable. Yeah, because the old self wants to handle it, control it, manage it. You are incapable. Under the nose. It's okay, I'm incapable of managing this. Under the chin, what if there's nothing to manage? What if I don't have to manage this? What if none of that is true? Under the collarbone, and I could let my body release it. Even if I don't know how. Under the arm, just by connecting. Just by connecting. Tapping helps, you know. Connecting, tapping, bonus. Top of the head. What if there's a power in me I didn't even know existed? Breathe in. Breathe out, let it go. Relax your shoulders. Just do 3 big, deep cleansing breaths because we're not going to do any more rounds yet. You can do them on your own, even if you just tap the point and breathe in and breathe out. But right now, circulating the breath really helps move the energy. So if a lot came up, 3 big, full breaths. Let everything go. Check in, right? Hi, body. How are you feeling? Where are we? And whatever that number is, so if you're on the 1 to 10 scale where 10 is like the intensity of the thing and 1 is lower, I'm at 10 out of 10 severity and I'm willing to have that experience. Like even if it's just for 10 seconds. 10 out of 10 and I'm willing to be a 10 out of 10 because here's the deal. The toxicity isn't the anger, the fear, the shame, the lack, the heaviness, the hopelessness. The toxicity that actually creates physical disease, every single one, is suppressing it, is suppressing anger, is suppressing shame, is the suppression of fear. And then I go and get busy and do the things so I don't have to feel it. Or so I try to make myself feel better. That's what's toxic. The behaviors that try to make me feel better. The disconnecting behaviors. So if the anger isn't toxic, I can just let myself feel all the anger in the world. Guess what? Anger will move quickly. It'll move like that. Even decades of anger can move really quickly. So I feel XYZ and I'm willing to feel it. Being willing to feel what you feel is a higher frequency than suppressing what you feel. Like way higher frequency. So even though in the first few moments, it's gonna, you took the lid off the the thing, you took the lid off the pot, it's gonna intensify, it's moving out. So even though it might feel like it's coming up, it's more intense, oh no, it's actually moving out. Better out than in. So tapping, and you can go into my bio to access the Tapping World Summit for this year. You share your email and they will email you access. It's free. Every day will be a different speaker. Mine is on tapping for anxiety. Super, super useful. It was beautiful how it came in. I know it will be an amazing resource for literally everyone, even if you're not diagnosed or on medication. Although certainly if you are, and everybody share this, because if we begin to create a world where we can connect and let those energies dissipate, we won't be living in chronic anxiety and chronic depression, which most people right now are. So you can find the link in my bio to subscribe for free to the Tapping World Summit. You can also purchase the set. So all of the interviews that were done, which I would highly, highly recommend. I love, love, love how they do the summit. It is incredibly well done. It will change your life. So whichever way you participate, welcome that. This will be a game changer. I'm so glad more and more people are learning about tapping. Share this video, subscribe if you're on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, Dr. Kim Duramo. If you're viewing this on YouTube, hit the like button because this will help more people find this video, which I know will make a huge, huge difference for humanity this year. All right, lots and lots of love. I look forward to seeing you soon.